Fam, we've got an absolutely insane week ahead of us from an earnings release perspective. First up, we have Tesla that goes in with earnings Wednesday after close, and this is a particularly interesting one. Well, first, we have the backdrop. Trump and Elon partnership, bromance, whatever you might call it, that's in limelight right now. Tesla also continues to dominate the EV market business. EV, light duty, hybrid, in the US, they still have about 50% market share, and it is very difficult to beat someone on price once they have that kind of market share, and they have those competitive prices. What is not going for Tesla is the fact that US continues to have stickier inflation. Fed interest rate meeting is this week, and they're not really expected to cut at all. The number of cuts have also reduced, and that hurts Tesla's business because consumers find it difficult to get financing at the prices that they want, and their discretionary expenditure also reduces. They continue to experience pressure from other EV manufacturers. Although, on the flip side, and what's going for Tesla is the fact that China GDP has expanded in Q4. In Q3, they went from and Q3 and Q4 they went from 4.6 to 5.4, which is a great thing for Tesla because China is a big market for Tesla. Now, what happened last quarter in Tesla for as in terms of their earnings? Tesla always tells us what their delivery numbers are, production numbers are, and then they release earnings a few days later. Tesla investors expected a particular delivery number, but Tesla didn't meet those expectations. Stock fell down. Investors really embraced the margin story. Few days later, for earnings, stock went up. I expect the same to happen this quarter. I have a good sense of what automotive margins might end up being, and I have a good sense of what the energy story might end up being as well. And therefore, I have the opinion that their earnings might come in at that, and that might be will be taken as positively from investors. Now, what does matter for Tesla more than anything else is the outlook. Tesla does not actually tell us what revenue number and what earnings per share, what margin numbers they might hit, but they essentially just give bullet points in conversations to analysts, and analysts then form their own opinions. But things like Optimus, things like autonomous driving, they're going to help their case, and anything positive in that sense might make the stock fly. That's from an outlook perspective. In terms of technicals, this stock is under pressure since reaching highs and attempting to reach highs twice this year. Um, I think the pattern is a bearish continuation, which isn't a great thing for any stock. And In terms of the option flow, it's short term heavy bullish, and that generally happens before earnings for Tesla. My recommendation for the stock is a hold and a if you want to get entry into the stock, and if you don't have the stock, that is, options might be the way to do it. But let's see what actually happens, and good luck trading.